serve. Love 13. Oh! 15-13. $40-13. Game Rafter. First game.
And now this tournament summary, sponsored by Fidelity Investments.
Pete Sampras to serve. Love. Love. $40 love. Game Sampras. One all. 15 love. Ouch. 15 all. Oh. 15, 13. All. Let's pass off. Let's second serve. Thirteen. Game Rafter. Rafter leads 2-1. Ouch. 15 love. All. Thirty 15. Let's second serve. 40-15. Love 15. All. 40-15. Game Sampras. 3-all. Love 15. All. Help. 30-15. Game Rafter. New balls. Rafter leads 4-3. Love. 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 Let's whistle. $40-15. $40-30. Game Sampras. 4-all. 15-all. $30-15. Game Rafter. $15 love. 14-15. Game Rafter. Rafter lead 6-5. Lock 15. Come on, mate! 15 all.
I think he was talking to me. Game Sampras. Six all, first set tie break. Zero. Rafter. Zero. Rafter. 2-1, Rafter. Sampras. 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 Six, 5, Rafter. Six.
7 all. Sampras. Let's Fessa. All. Thirty. All.
Go!
40-30. Juice. Advantage Sampras. Deuce. Advantage Sampras. Let's first off. Not up. Game Sampras. Out. 15 love. Out. 30 love. $40 love. Game Rafter. 1-all. Love. On. Love. 30 love. Love. $40-15. Game Rafter. Rafter leads 3-1. Love 15.
Come on, Pete!
Juice. Advantage Sampras. Advantage Sampras.
Advantage Sampras. Thank you. Game Sampras. Rafter leads 3-2. Love. Love. T15. Game Rafter leads 4-2. Love 13. Fifteen, 13. All. 40-13. Sampras. Rafter leads 4-3.
3 of your little pad. What are you writing down?
I'm mostly keeping track of the return games. I want to see how much pressure Pete can put on Patrick's serve.
On Pete's serve, I mean, his first serve percentage first set was very low. What things does he do that that you can pick up that he's not doing well that causes him a low service percentage?
Well, if he's missing them one place or another, it's easy to tell, but he seems to be missing them all over, net and long. So to me, it just looks like his motion's a little bit quick at the beginning. He likes to serve fast, but I think the rhythm and the tempo is just a little bit fast at the start. But I think he'll calm it down as the match goes on.
Well, that last backhand return, is that more what you want to see on the backhand return, just hit flat out?
Yeah, you got to do. I think you have to mix it up with Pat because he's such a good volleyer. That was a good body serve, but Pete kept it out in front and hit it pretty aggressively. As long as you keep making him work, I think that inevitably, as good as Pete is, he can get a couple good clean hits on the ball.
Thanks, Paul. Carry on with your notes. Back upstairs.
30 all.
Back to 30 all. Back to the notes. John, do you ever keep notes? Anybody ever keep them for you?
Nope. Just play it by ear. But my record isn't Pete Sampras, so maybe in my next, maybe on the seniors tour. Maybe let's just start that now.
I'll buy you a pad.
Thanks, Bill. That's very kind of you. The salary you make here, I can see why.
40-30.
Game wrapped up.
That's an incredible angle on the ad court for a righty.
Fourth ace. And hovering overhead to bring you a
Rafter
glimpse eye
leads
view of
5-3.
Flushing Meadows Corona Park in the USTA National Tennis Center, the Fujifilm Blimp, with captains John McHugh and Dave Burns at the controls.
You want to stop on a dime as few times as possible on a tennis court, because that's a little strain on the leg. So that's why you saw Patrick Rafter run about another 20 yards on that attempt at that drop volley by Pete Sampras. Just calm things down slowly there. Don't pull something when the point's over.
Very, very strong at the net. And the thing is, it's not only Rafter's first volley that's so good. His third volley is the best in the business. You know what I mean? I mean, that guy can stay a rally at the net, hang around, track the ball so well because he's got such a good feel for where the returns are going to go, where the passes are going to go. And that's something I really do think he does better than Sampras. He does it all the time.
Game Sampras.
Incredibly, until that serve, 90% first serve percentage is set for Rafter.
And he's lost just 4 points so far in set 2 serving.
15 long.
Lets that go well long. 3 points from leveling this match.
Love.
2 returns left. 2 points from leveling this match.
Sorry, mate. Didn't take a swing at it, so it's not as distracting. But Agassi hated facing that against Kuchera endless times. In the match that Kuchera ended up winning in 5 sets. So that was lovely of Rafter to say, sorry, mate. Oh, boy.
30-15.
5th double fault. Remember, coming into this game, he'd only missed 2 first serves in the 2nd set. Beautifully placed there. Had some work on it too. 102 mile-an-hour serve.
Super Saturday here at the Open.
Love.
He's the only one that's had any chance to break. Pete really struggled that last game off the backhand return.
Love.
Davenport now talking about wanting to be #1. Never used to hear her say that much, but
I thought she was #1 after winning. She's not #1.
Hingis gets to stay #1. Davenport's sure not far behind now.
30.
Her 3rd win of the year against Hingis.
8th double fault.
And that'd be exciting for Madison Square Garden, the Masters for the women. That coming
Exactly
up in
right.
November. That's going to determine the #1 player for the year. Too bad the men aren't playing there. That was almost an amazing recovery. It's bad luck for Pete. The ball clips the tape once again.
Again, this is such a jock point, John, from both sides.
You got to explain that jock point thing to me.
I mean, these two are such good athletes. Rafter's shot pretty remarkable, and Pete's near winner even more so.
It's the best way in the world to make a living, being a professional athlete.
You just get the feeling watching these two that they could have chosen some other sport and made a little dough at it.
I think they picked the right one, though.
Sampras with a great touch. Just the opposite.
Shows you how much I know about college football.
15 love.
Tim Couch threw 5 touchdowns. Kentucky with 52 points. Explosive offense. And the apology from Rafter. 15 love.
That's what Kuchera didn't do. He didn't apologize to Andre when he did that. Those darn Slovakians.
There's nothing wrong with not playing a toss, but if you start a service motion and then stop, it's sort of like a check swing in baseball. And your opponent's really going to get aggravated.
Well, there was a case of running to get as close to the net as you could, but forgetting to get the racket ready. You don't see that too often from Rafter. That serve has been quite effective for him today. Sampras does not know yet what to do with it.
Only 92 miles an hour.
Sampras tried to block that one back. We've also seen him rip into them.
Just to take a couple steps out to the backhand side to force Rafter to go up the middle. He doesn't have the pace that Sampras does, and Sampras is more dangerous off the forehand side. Force him to hit it there more. can tell he's got a pretty good forehand return.
40-30.
Take a couple steps into the doubles alley and make Rafter go up the middle. Didn't do it. Rafter with the same result once again.
Oh.
That's when you say just too good. I mean, that's new balls, 110 miles per hour. Looked to be a pretty good angle, but Rafter jumped all over it. The muscle man at it again.
Yeah.
All.
Says, please let me have that return back. I know I can do better. Complete miss hit, 15 all.
That one sort of lined up. He's been fiddling with his strings, Rafter. Use that string saver, that same device that Pete uses to keep his strings fresh. He's also got some lead tape riding inside the rim of his frame, Rafter, to give his racket a little bit more heft.
There's a case of Sampras hustling enough just to make Rafter hit one more shot, and it paid off for him.
Pete knows what it feels like to be robbed of time from Rafter. A dismal 20% first serve for Sampras in this set. Things are still a young set, but still, it's complicating his life.
It looked just long, but called in. Sampras holds for 2-1. Has a chance to even go to it once or twice a match. That would be exciting. And if you question it and you're wrong, you lose 2 points.
Fifth ace. There was no protest from Rafter. He was standing right there. 15 love.
All.
Took a while for Patrick Rafter to break through. Before he won the Open last year, his best year in ranking in 7 seasons was number 21. But he has really come on since.
So these Pete Samprases of the world are 1 in a billion. Rafter's more like 1 in a million. I mean, it took him a while, like Philippoussis, who's starting to come around. Rafter was another guy who came up in his late teens, early 20s, expected to come right in, win Wimbledon within a year or two. That didn't happen. Philippoussis then got all the limelight, took some pressure off Rafter. He's come on strong, and now Philippoussis, less in the limelight, has come on strong finally himself after 3 or 4 years being around. There's what Pete wants to do.
Now, we haven't seen that in a while.
No, we haven't. And Rafter has gone almost exclusively to his backhand, but there you see he didn't kick it out wide enough. And Pete had plenty of time to pull across court, put a little topspin on it, play it safe.
Rafter's lost serve just 4 times in the 5 matches it took him to get here.
Steffi Graf also possesses that hook forehand. See Rafter scrambling, trying to get back in position. Shot at breaking Rafter.
One swing.
Sampras leads 3-1.
Took an hour and 43 minutes, but Pete Sampras has broken Patrick Rafter.
I mean, this is an absolutely fantastic return game. He pulled it cross court. That one was flat as a pancake right up the middle. And
that is a gorgeous lob. Gorgeous. Pete unable to hit his signature shot.
there's a fine line, Mary, between hitting that shot and going. See, that's not the play. I mean, he had no shot at that. He needs to go back, try to scoot back, and either hit the overhead like normal human beings do.
It was a perfect lob, though, because it didn't
was.
allow Sampras time to chase it down, let it bounce. That was not a defensive lob. That's an offensive lob. Oh, man.
Love that team.
And already Sampras in early trouble after having broken for the first time. My question is he going to serve and volley? Is he going to keep coming in? He's lost 2 points from the net. This court is huge, and it's still not big enough for Rafter. He ran out of court there.
We'll talk about hustle. And this is the final shot of a long point. And he came up a little bit short and wide. Sampras said it's a good idea to take a few extra seconds here. This is a big point at 15:30. Looking to consolidate that break.
Couldn't get a piece of that one. I mean, Roland Garros, the court central at Roland Garros is very long, very long in the back, but I don't think it's this wide. I mean, if you run out of court chasing down a ball on here, I mean, you're really putting in a big effort, and Rafter certainly is.
I think it's time to put those courtside seats back in. There's enough room for that, like they used to do at Louis Armstrong Stadium. There's another string gone, number 3. Added a little life to the match. Players enjoyed having those spectators nice and close. Sampras has to regroup here. A new racket at 30-all second serve. It just shows you how great Sampras' second serve is and his ability overall, that he's serving at 41%, 27% for this set, and he's still up a break, although Rafter looking to break right back.
That only the 3rd break chance for Patrick Rafter in the match.
It's incredible how quick he is, though. And the fact that he ran this down and did something with it. Fortunately, he went back to where Pete was. Sampras probably thought this was a volley winner.
Such an Australian mentality, though. Make the guy play the volley. Make the guy serve it out.
Advantage Sampras.
Sampras finally with a couple big first serves to get him out of trouble. I'd like to think it was an American mentality too. Hang in there. Let's not give all the credit to the Aussies. One Aussie already in the final.
Game Sampras. Sampras leads 4-1.
Well, this has been an emotional day already for Pete Sampras. Unusual request. Lights are on. The sky's.
You never heard that at Ebbets Field.
No, you didn't. And those glass doors. There you go. Right on cue. That drops in.
Now the miss hit returns are going in. Rafter a whole lot more concerned at the moment. Says next time I'm not going to let that one go.
That's Pete talking to himself a little bit.
Get a little annoyed at the cameraman, and I can relate to that. Changing the cameras right as you're about to hit a return or serve.
Patrick Rafter has done such a good job of taking care of his serve throughout the tournament. The IBM Pressure Player statistics explain that he's done better at that than anybody. 69% for the tournament. Right now, he's at 63%.
And that's the serve that Pete's had trouble with throughout this match. That last service game, he finally got a couple more to his liking and took full advantage.
Two rough serving games in a row for Patrick Rafter. Only takes 1 point to decide a set with these two.
Well, that's a serve Sampras was worried about before the match. That serve into the body took care of him there. Rafter trying to serve into the body again with some kick. Sampras was there, actually was in front of it. Pulled it wide.
So Rafter survives the break point, holds for 4-2.
Sampras lead.
That's the 10th double fault for Pete.
Very rare you see Sampras tossing more doubles than aces.
Don't you think he's tossing his serve a little low? Paul Anacone was saying that he's rushing the motion. I think it's because his toss is getting a little low on him. Anacone giving him a demerit for that one.
Uh-oh, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, if he cramped up or... Looks like his thigh, his left thigh, perhaps cramped up as he was about to hit that volley. I'll tell you something. That is highly surprising. I don't remember ever seeing Pete cramp.
Well, 15 all.
Oh,
definitely
boy.
favoring that left leg.
He's trying to stretch that leg out. Shocking turn of events here.
He's already asked for the trainer to come out between games.
Continues to test that leg, forced to hit a second serve here.
And Sampras was defenseless. Rafter would love to have that back.
And you know Rafter's scrambling here because he knows Sampras is hurting a little bit. So he's going to work extra hard to try to get this break right back, and he had him dead to rights here. Just hit it way long.
30 all. That was wide.
Rafter's in a tough position. He knows that Sampras is hurting.
What's Courageous number? Give him a call. Let's see how to deal with it or not to deal with it, because I saw Courageous during the tournament, and they were showing his match, of course, on the TV when he's match point up. He said, God, wasn't he really hurting? He only hit that 120-mile-an-hour serve at 7-6 in the fifth set breaker. He's not looking too bad with this result here in this game.
Okay, thanks very much. Bill?
All right, Pam, thank you. 2-5.
15 love.
15 love. Watch how well Pete moves. Pretty quick there, going to his right.
He sure did.
15 all.
Cat-like quickness for that returner serve.
Rafter correcting himself immediately, saying, I should have steered that volley down the line into the open court.
And again, back down to Pam Shriver.
I'm with Todd Snyder, of course, who used to be full-time on the tour. Now you're just working with Pete Sampras. I know you couldn't help him officially there, but what did you find out from Doug Spreen, the ATP Tour trainer?
Well, this is an injury that just happened now. Will be a problem for him and certainly a problem. So I think that the plan now is just to keep him from going into spasm.
So 6-2. Sampras breaks to win the third set. Leads 2-1.
Listen to Pete. Tell himself to fight, get into this. Rafter has completely fallen off here. I just cannot believe that Sampras claims to be hurt and is playing as well as he did that previous couple games.
Of course, Pete with a long history of injury difficulties, illness problems here at the Open. Match with Alex Corretja, visibly ill on the court. Still came back and won there, cramping badly against Jaime Izaga when he lost to Izaga the year before.
15 touching.
11th ace.
Actually, 11th double fault. That ball
Check
way
that.
long. And Rafter saying, I better win this game. I just blew those last couple. Third set history.
You think the injury would affect the service motion?
You know, I have no idea right now. It certainly hasn't so far. I mean, he played an outstanding return game the last game. And Rafter wants to say, hey, you know, enough of this funny stuff. Let's get back to the match. He's got plenty left in the tank. Good for us at CBS.
Rafter with the break to start the fourth set.
Changeover standing. John, you talked about much earlier in the day, Mark Philippoussis having to come out at 11 a.m. on Super Saturday, but isn't he happy now? He'll be well rested for his first Grand Slam final in less than a day, less than 24 hours. One of these two is going to have to turn right around and go after the championship. And Super Saturday, the final Sunday, it is not an easy thing. I don't care if you are a world-class athlete. This is not an easy turnaround.
Remember, Pete, though, followed up that performance with Alex Corretja. That was 7-6 in the 5th Thursday night. Came back and beat Ivanisevic Chang in the semis and finals at less than 100%.
He's definitely less than 100% now. But again, you can't tell with Sampras sometimes. He's got that inclination to be a bit of a hangdog.
Exactly. What percent do you think he is right now?
I don't know.
I mean, talk about unpredictable. The weather's been unusually cool here this fortnight. I think I'm at Wimbledon still. So he hasn't had any problems with his feet. He's had problems with blisters in the past on this surface. No problems there. Has had no injuries until that moment.
Game Rafter.
So Rafter holds it love. 2-love.
Put into this 4-set, already down a break.
15-love.
That'll keep him interested for a while.
That's the 10th ace.
I know what Tony Trabert would say in this situation. Of course, go after it. It's only a break. Get yourself out of here in 4 if you can.
Oh, absolutely.
And now an equal number of aces and double faults.
He gets the second break. That's when you start thinking seriously about the next set, particularly when you're playing Rafter.
Correction, play, please.
Now the overrule from Wayne McEwen.
Well, actually, the linesman called it. Oh, whoops. Actually, I made a mistake. He admitted and called it in. But the noise is the reason they're playing the let. Gave Sampras a chance at a first serve, and he responds. 3 huge serves to 40-love.
Yep.
12th double fault. 40-15.
Have to check Bill his history to see if he's ever played a match where he served more doubles than aces. His 13th double, only 11 aces so far for Pete.
Game Sampras.
2-1. 4th set.
Through this semifinal encounter with Patrick Rafter.
And if he does, the question obviously is how will he be against Mark Philippoussis in the final?
So how many Australians do you have to beat to win this thing?
One thing he's going to have to do is guess a little bit earlier than he'd like. This gives the Rafter just a little bit more time to pick his spots. And go to the open court like he did on that point.
Game Rafter. Rafter leads 3-1. 15-love.
And the news here is that Pete Sampras appears to be struggling with an injury.
Thing is, recently Pete Sampras moved from where he was living in the Tampa area, Florida, down to Orlando to be closer to his trainer, Pat Etcheberry. 126-mile-an-hour ace there, number 13. even with his doubles.
That's
I mean, Pete knows that in the last year, he hasn't been quite as fit as he needs to be. And he's been working hard. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Amazing point from Rafter.
What a nasty bounce that took. And he still tracked it down.
30-15.
He's going to try to use his edge and quickness right now and intimidate Sampras. This weird spin that was on that ball. Incredible that Rafter did so well with the reply. He looks to be hobbling when he moves. Clearly, it's not bothering him on the serve. Continues to pound away there.
40-15.
14th ace.
Game Sampras.
3-2, fourth set. On Patrick Rafter's serve in this set.
15 love.
Here's why. Late in the third set, Sampras went inside and was treated. Injury to his upper left thigh muscle. Love.
What appeared to be a losing position, Patrick Rafter made into an absolutely fantastic half volley. I mean, look where that lands. Sampras thought he had, and he did hit a good return. Rafter just too good there. He should be jumping around, how eager he is, how much energy he's got. Trying to discourage Pete Sampras, although we know he's been in this position before and pulled out somehow. The victory. Rafter quickly to 40 love.
Game rock.
Ninth ace for Rafter.
Leads 4-2.
You know he senses it. 4-2.
He senses Sampras better not pull a Coracha on him. That's what he senses.
Big occasion for Pete Sampras. Mark Philippoussis and Aussie already in the final. Pete Sampras injured, playing another Aussie, Pat Rafter. Trying to tie Aussie Roy Emerson's record, 12 major wins.
Got it for that.
Sort of begs the question, is God an Aussie?
15 love.
Sampras is saying no.
Little hobble, but got the job done.
15 all.
Didn't bend for that volley. Another string's broken. That's 4. Don't worry, guys. He's got plenty of rackets.
Strings 8 of them freshly every single morning.
Now, a beautiful view of Manhattan in the distance. And up above, the Fujifilm blimp. Aerial ambassador for Fujifilm America, proud sponsor of the 1998 US Open.
Well, at least it wasn't a hamstring. Sorry, guys.
15-13.
The ball skidded right off the line. Sampras would have been at a couple of break points. There you see, right the back of the line. Ball skidded on Rafter, and he just couldn't do anything with the pass.
40 putting.
Rafter wants to finish this 4-set off. He doesn't want Sampras hanging around, him tighten up and somehow get himself a dogfight here or lose his serve or something. Still up a break at 4-2.
Game, Sampras.
Sampras holds 4-3 after 4-3.
Wild swing there. There's Pete on the changeover. He's decided not to sit a whole lot. Better off just trying to spend that free time getting that thing a little bit looser. That's a gimme for Rafter standards. Missed that well wide.
First point Pete Sampras has won against the Rafter serve in this set.
A wicked hop, which it doesn't normally do in a hard court, but it looked like it took a bit of a bad bounce, and really Sampras had no shot there. He's expected to come about 6 inches lower than it did. Cause that miss hit.
40-15.
Continuing to hurt him with that serve out wide in the back.
John, you've played against his serve. It just looks like it's got so much nasty work on it. So much English, or Australian in this case.
And he's gotten some more pace over the last year and a half, which makes that serve even more difficult.
Oh.
If he was only serving Mary at 100, 105 miles per hour the whole match, then you get to it eventually. But because he serves harder at times.
This one 107.
Although that was not hard enough. A flatter serve that Sampras ripped for a winner. Still has a point for 5-3.
Patrick Rafter.
Loose.
Well, the first thing we did is we just evaluated the leg real quickly to find out, what was going on and where the injury was, and we did a little massage, loosened up the pulled muscle a little bit, and applied a wrap just to kind of keep the heat in there, give it a little bit of support, and gave him a little Advil, and then on the changeover, just did a little massage once again, try to relieve a little bit of the spasm that he's getting. It's bothering him when he lands on that left leg after his serve, and anytime he really goes to push off hard on that left leg. So we're just going to try and keep him as loose as we can, and anything we can do, and we're a lot of different things we might do, but to try and keep the pain down so he can stay out there and fight through this.
The last change of end when he came down year end, Pete did go against the wall and look over to you and say, is this what I'm supposed to do? So he wants to make sure he keeps it stretched.
Yeah, we want to, obviously with a pulled muscle, you want to keep it stretched. You don't want to let it get too much spasm and get too tight. And if it becomes too tight, then you just lose the range of motion, you lose the ability to use the part of the body properly. And in your judgment, you can probably go out one more time during a change of ends and treat it, and then after that, it's going to start to get difficult? Yeah, we'll probably, if this thing keeps going, my guess is I'll be out there one more time, and we'll just kind of evaluate it on a situational basis. Okay, thanks, Doug. Back upstairs.
30 all.
Well, 30 all.
Tell you, Rafter would like to sneak out this break here and not have to serve it out and serve first in the 5th set. Keep the pressure right on Sampras. Second serve here at 30 all. He had him beat. He hit the shot he wanted, but it bounced just long. Wonder what's going through that youngster's head. How do I deal with this situation? Maintain intensity and focus and try not to think that Sampras is hurt, because he's playing awfully well for a guy who's hurt.
Game Sampras.
Sampras holds 5-4.
Rafter leads 5-4.
And he's telling Sampras how to treat himself for the rest of this match,
15 love.
because he's not allowed to keep coming out there anymore.
Give him a little ice on the changeovers, try to get rid of a little of the pain. Then you apply the opposite, some heat, to warm that thing up.
Overhead from Rafter. They also took off the wrap.
Pete decided he'd rather not have it. They offered to give it back. Pete looks to be moving fairly well there, although a little gingerly on one side. Rafter 2 points from leveling this match.
Is he going to go for more, trying to end the points quickly?
I would suspect so, particularly on these second serve returns. He can get hit, take it nice and early, and try to hurt Rafter right there like he did that point. Wouldn't make any sense to play long points if you're hurt.
14-15.
That's what Rafter needs to keep doing. Show him how quick and fresh he feels.
Double set point.
Make him run, too.
6-4. 2 sets all. Thank you. Final sets.
Tony Roach, Mark Muddy Waters, who's his trainer, works with the Woodies as well, has done a great job for them, as well as Rafter. And here we are, 5th set. And final set.
Out. 15-all.
It's Rafter's speed, that forced that error from Sampras at the net. Pete knows that this guy's going to track down anything. Try to cut that volley a little too close.
Let's press up. He
didn't look too eager to get down to that volley. Rafter's doing his part, making him work. Scrambling desperately back there to get an early break. Sampras 2 overhead winners this game to 30-all.
Time of the match over 2.5 hours. And a great chance for Rafter to start the 5th.
How big is this point? Rafter's the one this time who steps in, takes the ball before it gets up too high, and hits a great backhand return. And if Pete Sampras is really hurting, Bill, this could be it if Rafter breaks.
Game. First game, final set.
Up an early break, serving at 1-love in the 5th set.
Love 15.
Pusas will play the winner of this match.
Rafter tight on that first volley, made up for there. Knifed that backhand volley to the open court. 15-all. His problem is maintaining his cool, because you know he is one fired up Aussie right now.
Well, that's what Sampras is really going to have to do. It seems that he's injured enough so that if he's got to hit a second, third ball, he's going to be in trouble. So he's got to serve well, and guess what? He's got to return well too. First strike tennis has become something of the utmost importance to Pete Sampras' cause.
Just long.
Amazingly, when Pete got injured in that last set, he ended up serving his best of the match, 57%. I mean, he obviously concentrating on winning, you know, taking care of that first serve of his. But already he's been broken in the final set. Oh, yeah.
Well, there's some quickness.
And there's something that doesn't seem Pete's capable of right now.
40-13.
Back in the 3rd set. The injury. Sampras has not been the same since.
Even though he won that set.
Good point.
Let's first off.
Rafter thought he had another ace there. Once again, Wayne McEwen looking at his machine, said let, play 2. Still 40-30 at 1-love.
Let, first off.
Two lets out wide, finally misses the 3rd chance. Second serve.
Game Rafter.
Sampras is going for it. Sun beginning to set. And perhaps setting on Pete Sampras.
15-love. Let, first off.
Rafter continues to do his part, scrambling. Making Pete earn every point.
30-love.
Let, first off. Let, first off. $40-love.
Sampras with an easy time so far, 40-love. Could use a few easy service games now. Give him a little more energy on the return, which he needs to do. He needs a break to get back in this match.
Game Sampras.
16th ace for Sampras.
In that last game, a fan yelled down to
15
Pete,
love.
Pete, this is your house. But in fact, this Arthur Ashe Stadium is only 1 year old, and it's Patrick Rafter's house. He's the defending champion. And he's 4 games away from trying to defend his title tomorrow.
Bill, hard work does pay off.
No gift for Sampras.
30 love.
Very few players would even attempt it to go for the ball that Rafter went for. First, he does a good job here. Thinks he's got the point one. Sampras suddenly moving well. And Rafter runs it down, and Sampras misses the easiest shot of all.
Second serve, 30 love.
Love.
Nice that backhand wide, and Rafter breathing a sigh of relief here at 40 love. First point, Rafter stayed back on his second serve, one of the few. Pete slaps an inside-out forehand winner. Certainly Pete keeping most of the weight on his right leg, but still hit the winner.
Game Rafter.
3-1. Begins at noon Eastern.
15 love.
That Rafter return just long. Well left by Pete Sampras there.
Ah, 15 love.
Just getting a little larcenous, some of these shots. Rafter stealing points from Sampras with his tremendous athleticism.
Pete's going to have to pick and choose his spots to really go out, all out. Maybe if that was break point, he would have made more of an effort.
13,
Figures he's
15.
still got a big enough serve to pull this game out.
40-15. Oh. 40-13.
15 doubles for Pete now to go along with 16 aces. Very un-Sampras-like.
40-30.
Game Sampras.
He holds. 3-2.
15 love.
quicker hands, please. Sampras is going right at him, and Patrick says, keep it coming. I can do this all day, and Sampras eventually missing that pass wide.
30 love.
He's not trying to beat Rafter anymore. He's trying to ventilate him. See if that works.
Well, he guessed right, was sitting right there for a pretty easy forehand volley. Tightened up and missed it wide. He didn't hit a good drop volley here. Pete comes running up, says, I got an easy winner. Patrick's standing right there in plenty of time.
Through.
Went through the net. Good call by Wayne McKee.
That ball was wide. Yep, a couple inches wide. Late call, but a correct one.
40-15. The AccuView Mac Cam confirms the call. CBS. So Sampras right back to work. Second serve, first point.
Rafter getting a little too cute there, cost him that first point. You won't believe this, but I think that was Donald Trump's helicopter. The final goodbye. Serve had to be 8 feet long. That's 16 doubles.
One more time. Almost at the end of the third set. Sampras went on to win the set 6-2. Doug Spreen, trainer, came out. Sampras actually left the court for a time. 15 all. Sampras didn't even move to try to cut that off.
And Rafter knows he doesn't have to go for as big a pass. If he places it well, gets his returns down low, he'll get results like this. Arthur Ashe always told me, cover the line. He left that line wide open there. He said it's easy to recover. If the guy pulled it cross court, you stick your racket out, you got a wide open winner. Serve into the body, both players using effectively. Or have used it effectively today.
30 all.
You better believe Rafter wants his second break here. Make things a whole less tense in that stomach area. The butterflies calm down. Second serve at 30 all.
40
No, it's not to be yet.
The two coaches.
Game Sampras.
Sampras holds. And Arthur Ashe Stadium, where a year ago, Patrick Rafter won his first. After serving 4-3, injured Pete Sampras.
15 love.
And time starting to run out on Sampras. They've been playing just over 3 hours. Bill McAtee, Mary Carrillo, and John McEnroe. Good to have you with us.
30 love.
That's what Rafter wants.
Only 1-7.
30-15.
That's how he's won the majority of them. Quick strikes.
Not enough angle or pace on that serve, and Sampras guided it easily cross court for the winner.
30-15.
That serve has been the most effective by far of the day for Patrick Rafter. Sampras has yet to come up with an answer, and that was only 93 miles per hour. But once again, the placement and the spin. Impressive kick Patrick Rafter gets on that serve.
It's the same exact serve that Patrick Rafter used to beat Pete Sampras last month in Cincinnati. Pete said he was hitting that kick serve out to my backhand. It was giving me all kinds of problems. Now he can kick it out to the forehand too. Anything that requires movement from Sampras is going to be a problem for him.
11th ace for the hold, and now Rafter is a game away. Now Sampras serving to stay in the match.
Love the game. Thank you.
Which means he's going to have to go for big serves.
Remember, prepare for that volley and take the price. Rafter 2 points from the finals.
Place.
Yep. Patrick Rafter with triple match point.
Sets to 2, 6-7, 6-4, 2-6, 6-4, 6-3.